obviously there were so many men on the season that were very popular. I know you've been asked this a million times, but Joan, if you really had to pick, if tomorrow they're saying, Joan, you get to write down who a Golden Bachelor would be, Joan and Chuck, who are you writing down on the piece of paper?
Oh, that is the hardest question we get asked. You would think all of these like really difficult relationship questions are hard. That is the hard one because I really am trying. I'm not trying to be evasive at all. I cannot hone in on one person because there are qualities about so many of the men. I would dare to say almost all of the men that would make them really good Golden Bachelors. I mean, I could just start rattling off names. I think Dan would be amazing. He's not one of the ones that everybody's yelling. Everybody is always, obviously saying Mark and Charles both would be phenomenal, but there are so many others that people aren't even thinking about. And if you get to know him, Greg, he is like one of those guys that kind of was in the background. He kind of left a little on the early side. He is the funniest, smartest man that was on the show. So fun, such a great guy. Had these little like one-liners that not everybody heard, but if you're like sitting close to him, he just had you in stitches. He's hilarious. I mean, Jack, huge personality. These are not guys that like all Bachelor Nation is yelling about, but people just don't know them. If they were the Golden Bachelor, they would be hits, and so many others.
Well, yesterday I had 8 guys. And I just throw them in a pot and pick one out. You've got Jordan's personality, which the fans really didn't get to see. And he has such an outgoing personality. Yeah. You've got Mark, who is just a solid person. Just, Greg, as Joan had mentioned, witty, the smartest guy that was there, unequivocally. And he just kind of laid in the background. Charles L. with his personality. America loves the guy, and they should. We were roommates. Gary, Gary is just
the biggest heart of any person you've ever met.
He is a sweetheart. Is.
And Keith.
And what I felt about Keith is he's kept us together after the filming stopped.
All the men.
He is glue for us. The rubber band that pulled us all together. So great guys. I couldn't pick one, honestly.
Obviously, Guy.
Guy. Yeah. Absolutely.
Geez, and I don't think, kind of when you get down to the last 2, they're not really highlighted earlier in the season because obviously, the second half of the season is going to be more about them. So I'm not sure Bachelor Nation really knows Guy well. And they saw the interaction with he and Charles and some of the stuff with Guy and I, but he is such a amazing human being, so smart, so caring. He's like has an emotional intelligence like beyond his years. Just a really a wonderful guy's a really great guy.
And plus, he's really good looking. He's better looking in person than he is on TV. I still don't think his teeth are real, but he's a good looking man.
Well, you mentioned all these guys. Obviously, you've got all your girls from Gary's season. I know everyone wants to see them on the beach. Who knows that would happen? But do you see potential love connections? Do you think if you put those 2 groups of people in the room, magic would happen?
I absolutely do. I've already set 3 of them up. So we have one love connections that are brewing right now. And I have 2 more that I'm looking at. Working on them. I have to see how that's going to unfold. But surprisingly, well, actually, maybe not surprisingly, there are already 5 guys from this season that are already involved with somebody. So obviously they came off of this and they were popular guys. And, I'm not surprised that some of them kind of have girlfriends already.